concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Spartans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State. The Wolverines applied a little extra sting winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state.
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Balls and fired complete. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Spartans offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The run to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Carr. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Spartans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Here comes the heat. Got rid of it just in time. And they fail to hook up on third down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The give to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Rush is on him. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
Well, quarterback had nowhere to go with it deep down the field, so he found his back, just hoping he could maybe make something happen with it, but the defense rallied, made a nice tackle, setting up fourth down.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking for a man. It's Carr. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The short hands. It's called. Just keeps moving. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the the Spartans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Davis looking to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. It'll be a draw. Hard running there. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll play it safe and try for 3. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little far.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Davis will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hoffman. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece of fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle. It's Prieskorn. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. From halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Carr. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a grab deep. Off and running. Touchdown, Michigan State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you can tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit, though.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Carr. Makes the grab over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Got a man, it's Boyd. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He got it. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Wolverines will boot away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well,
and the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
this is exactly what we talked about at halftime. This defense, they have to get to the quarterback to get back into this football game. Make life hard, get some sacks, make some good momentum.
And the Spartans will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Holds it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. Wide open and it's a foot race. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness all on display in that sweet return there. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper.
Breaks into the open. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Spartans will punt this one away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Davis looking to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. After that big run, the defense answers.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decimal meter on 3rd down. Davis will throw. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Michigan! They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get... And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Pulls it in. It's Collier. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.